So we're in week 33, unit 4, part 2 video for unit 4. And this is where we left off. We're still talking about potential emergency situations and explosions. So another type of explosion would be because of a bomb. So bomb threats, all businesses receive them. Most are unfounded, meaning that it's fake. Not all of them, but most of them. But regardless, you have to always treat it as if it's real. So know and follow your employer procedure for that. They absolutely have one, and that's part of your training, I'm sure. And there are certain steps to take during a bomb threat. So if you happen to be the person who picks up the phone and it's a bomb threat on the other end, certain things you need to do. Listen to what the caller says. Try to keep the caller on the phone. Listen for background noises. There's just one type of bomb, and I'm not a bomb expert, so I can't tell you all the ins and outs of these things. So at some point, nearly all businesses will receive a bomb threat of some kind. The motivations behind issuing a bomb threat vary, and the nature of the business often dictates the vulnerability to such a threat. Most threat situations prove to be unfounded. Their intent is to create a disruption to a workplace and to bring attention to a particular cause or point of view. In some cases, a bomber will make a series of false calls in order to catch the intended victim off guard, not off security guard, off guard, when a real device is detonated. So, some other steps to take during a bomb threat. This is just a continuation. Number 4, try to ascertain the type of bomb. Try to ascertain, that means find out the bomb's location. Try to ascertain the detonation time. Try to find out why it was placed. Remain calm and notify management. In the event you receive a bomb threat while on duty, there are a number of precautions you should take, as well as procedures to follow in order to ensure the safety and security of yourself, others, and the assets of the employer. It is vitally important to have a complete understanding of the employer and employer's policies and procedures regarding bombs and bomb threats. Generally speaking, there are steps which should be taken to improve the chances of locating a device if it is a factual threat, as well as to identify the caller and assist in the investigation. And these steps include, so we just kind of said all of this. Listen to what the caller says. Try to keep the caller on the phone. Listen for background noises. Try to ascertain the type of bomb, the location of the bomb, the detonation time, why it was placed. Remain calm. Write down all information, preferably on a standard form. You're not going to remember everything, so you got to get in that habit of writing while you're listening as fast as you can. Notify management and follow the established plan. So this picture actually came out from the FBI, and the FBI investigates bombs and bomb threats. And they found that there was a common profile of packages that were turned out to be bombs. So there's, not that any package is going to have all of these things, but one or more could indicate it's a bomb. So restrictive markings, and they're showing this here, personal. That's restrictive. It's like, okay, nobody can look at this but this one person. Mailed from a foreign country. Excessive postage. And I'm going to ask you, why would excessive postage be an indicator that this could be a bomb? And what about misspelled words or address to title only? So now this one says general done, but what if it's just general with no name? That's kind of what this means by title only. Rigid or bulky, badly typed or written, no return address, strange odor. Yeah. Protruding wires. That would definitely be strange. Protruding wires. Oily stains on the wrapper. Wrong title with the name. So we have a person's name, but we don't know who they are, what their position is in the company. That seems strange. You'd be sending someone a package and not know. Ooh, I don't even know what just happened. And not know who you were sending it to. Let's see if I can get this back. No, go away. Okay, live lesson. Okay. All right, I got it back. Sorry. So it just says treat it as suspect, isolate it. Some other precautions: never accept mail, especially packages, at your home in a foreign area, meaning outside of this country. Make sure family members and clerical staff know to refuse all unexpected mail at the home or office. And obviously, some people are more high profile, political leaders, government leaders, for example. They're more likely, even CEOs of companies, they're more likely to have to worry about these kinds of things than you or I. So how does a bomb get introduced into the facility? Well, it could be brought by, unknowingly by the mailman or a courier or parcel post, UPS, FedEx, etc. Messenger. We have these kinds of people are more common in your big metropolitan areas, your big cities. The guys that ride around on bicycles with like a bag, they don't usually carry big stuff, but that's what a messenger is. A disgruntled employee, somebody who either got fired, well, that's a former employee, somebody who got fired, somebody who got demoted or didn't get a promotion they thought they should have gotten, didn't get a raise they thought they should have gotten. That would make them disgruntled. An emotionally disturbed person, EDP. And unfortunately, you don't often have a lot of warning with those kinds of people. Emotionally disturbed person. It could be a protest group. It could be a car or a truck bomb as well. Timothy McVeigh, one of the most famous domestic terrorists, blew up the Oklahoma City federal building in Oklahoma City, and he used a truck to do it. We can talk about that more at another time. At any post, the security guard should be alert to the many ways a bomb can enter a building. The following is only a brief list, and I just read this list to you, so here it is again. Remember, a bomb doesn't necessarily have to be placed within a building. They can also be placed outside the facility in trash cans, dumpsters, boxes, mailboxes, vehicles, etc. Security guards need to be attuned to their surroundings and have the ability to recognize when something appears out of place or out of the ordinary. And I want to refer you back to the Secret Service video that I showed you guys. And now, this was Secret Service advancing a site for the president. When the president was going to go speak someplace, the Secret Service would go ahead of him and they would secure everything. And if you remember in that video, they were getting rid of trash cans. They weren't even allowed to stay on the street. The dumpsters and the mailboxes, they all had to be secured and covered over so that nobody could come back later and put something in there. So there's a standardized bomb threat checklist. What are some questions that you could ask? And if this is on a form, you just go down the list on your form. You don't have to memorize these or remember to ask them. Hopefully you just have a form that you're going to try to go down. And you know, is somebody going to actually give you the answers to these questions? I'm thinking probably not, but if you don't ask, they probably definitely won't tell you. So it doesn't hurt to ask. When is the bomb going to explode? Where is the bomb? What does it look like? What kind of bomb is it? What will cause it to explode? Why did you place the bomb and where did you place the bomb? I'm kind of repetitive there. Where are you calling from? What is your address? What is your name? Again, are they going to tell you this? Probably not, but you know what? An emotionally disturbed person, they're not thinking clearly anyway. So they may very well answer these questions, not even realizing that they're giving themselves away. So I kind of read this already. E says some organizations involve their security officers in bomb searches. All security guards should be aware of their role in the event of a bomb search and at minimum assist authorities whenever possible. And I just read that. So, you may not be a bomb technician yourself, but it doesn't mean that you're totally out of the game. Law enforcement, you're going to call law enforcement, but they're going to need you. They don't know the layout of the facility. They don't know probably much about your company, if anything. There's a lot of information that they're going to need from you, and you're probably going to need to walk around with them. So now is time for a quiz on the material learned up to this point. And I will actually stop the video again at this point, and I'll just do a part 3, picking it up on this slide. Hazardous materials is next.